Hi, Giovanni's here again. Day 3, more cooking. And now I'm going to make sweet potato casserole. I found sweet potatoes I have to peel and cut up and get them going. Some butter, cornstarch, little cayenne pepper, maple syrup, New Hampshire maple syrup, ginger. I have to grate this ginger. I keep my ginger in the freezer and just pull it out and grate it. Don't worry about peeling it or anything. And a little bit of salt. We'll get going. So there we have it. I actually have 2 casseroles. Sweet potatoes, parboiled, coated with a mixture of maple syrup, melted butter, a little salt and pepper. Cover these with aluminum foil, put them away, and tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day, we'll pop them in the oven about an hour before we eat. Should be very, very nice. Okay, next up is green bean salad. We're lots of green beans, some mushrooms, some white bread that I'm going to use for the topping, French's fried onions, chicken stock, some heavy cream, garlic of course, lots of garlic, and butter. And we'll get it going. We're going to cook the beans, then the mushrooms, butter, garlic, make the topping, put it all together. Okay, so we got the green beans parboiled. Got some nice mushrooms here. I'm going to cook the mushrooms in butter. Add some garlic, chicken stock, cream, and there we go. I'm getting no cooperation. All kinds of people are going through and making noise. There's our green bean casseroles. Toppings with breadcrumbs and the fried onions. The green beans are got a good cream and broth sauce on them. Ready for the oven. And I even have a little extra, which is going to be my lunch. Okay, you remember the gravy that we started yesterday? That sat actually out on the deck last night in this pot so the fat would rise to the surface. I skimmed the fat off this morning. Now I'm going to strain this and make sure I get all the solids out of it. Then we'll cook it down, thicken it up with the fat and a little bit of flour, season it. Best gravy. Not to be outdone, MJ is making a pecan pie. Come on, give us a big smile. Come on.
This is what it is the day before. It's not pretty.
Yes, it is. You're always pretty. Ooh, that's very pretty. And this is where Zolah spends most of the time when we're in cooking. Checking to see if anything happened to hit the floor or in her bowl. Okay, the last cooking thing I'm going to do today is brine the turkey breasts. As you recall, we took this turkey apart, well, 2 turkeys apart, so I can separate the white meat from the dark meat. And you want to brine the breasts, only the breasts, because that, oh, the sucker's heavy. The white meat is what needs to be made a little more moist and add a little flavor, and that's what brining does. The dark meat has plenty of moisture, of its own moisture and plenty of its own flavor. Doesn't need to be brined. And that's one of the advantages of the Julia Child method, because you can separate white and dark. You can brine what needs to be brined and not brine what doesn't need to be brined. Now in brining, I'm using Morton kosher salt. So it's a ½ cup of salt and a ½ cup of sugar per quart of water. If you use other salt, it's a little different recipe. The reason is because the salt crystals are a different size, so there's more salt in a Morton ½ cup than in somebody else's ½ cup. So, okay, I put about 10, I put exactly 10 quarts of water in there. 5 cups of sugar, 5 cups of salt, and go the breasts. Hopefully there's enough to cover them. Oh yeah, there's gonna be plenty there. And this bad boy. It's about 4 o'clock now. So when I get up in the morning, which will probably be around 5, first thing I'll do, oh, that worked out perfect, is take these breasts out of the brine. And that is it for today.